What's happening? Hexaco, happy Wednesday. Every day. We're just doing every day this week. Probably. Yeah. Hope you're doing well out there. If you're not, hopefully we'll see some marketing that'll help you be doing better. Your bags, your sentiment, positivity, your force to contribute in the ecosystem where only you can uniquely take your talents. And when I say take your talents, I think of LeBron, take your talents to South Beach. What was that called? The Decision. Was that live on the ESPN 15 years ago or whatever? That was amazing. Got some jerseys burned on that one. I don't see anyone burning Richard Hart jerseys. Wait, why don't we have Richard Hart jerseys? There we go. Viral marketing. Today's topic is marketing, so that could be something. That could be something. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen a Richard Hart jersey. I've seen teams that have been sponsored that have Hex and stuff. Maybe I'm not sure if I've seen a PulseChain one, at least Hex. But I haven't seen a Richard Hart football, basketball, football, soccer jersey. Anything else that could be interesting? Baseball. Let's hit a home run. A lot of great memes and stuff from that. Got a lot of cool stuff to. Well, because Richard Hart jersey would be a triple XL. You know, he's getting the jack. Let him get jacked. He might. He'll probably still be pretty big, but at least he'll be strong. There you go. Pretty cool. He's been still posting the workouts. I hope the conclusion from this comes in. It's like he comes back. He streams like literally at the July, 6th, 7th, whatever it is. And it's just like this phenomenon. Like, what is no one expecting? Probably that. They probably have a hard time believing that would happen. So, anyways, got a lot of cool stuff. A lot of stuff happening in the ecosystem. Got the PulseX conference coming up in 2.5 more weeks or so. Pretty full. I still got some room on panels though. So if you want to, let me just share a screen. And I'll drop the link in there as well. Also had another exciting event announced as well. I think I'm going to do a calendar, like a public calendar thing, so people can see events. Because I know a lot of people got conferences, we got different events and stuff. We probably got some local meetups and things as well coming up. Pulse maybe some more seminars and all that stuff too. So it'd probably be, I haven't seen that. Do we have that? Do we have a community calendar? Is there like a Hex events? I feel like I've seen that URL or something, Hex events or otherwise. I don't know if we have that. Anyways, though, if you want to submit, no expectations because it's pretty full so far, but there is still a little bit of room on panels. And on the forum, marketing, by the way, this is one of the 10,000 ways you can market and get people, come on, work. All right. So different panels. Yeah, so we still got some room on the debate panel. The health and wellness, Hex, PulseChain may be full now. I'm not sure. And Scivive. So where's the Scivivers at? Come on. We only got a handful of people on Scivive so far. So if you want to be in there, go to the link, submit. Should be fun. Also saw those a poster. Let me find it for the PulseX conference. Let's see. I think Rackham, or I saw it on his account, made a poster for it, which is a pretty cool poster. So this one. It says official 2025 PulseX conference poster. Again, I appreciate people making art and stuff. There is a donation link, by the way. There's a way to apply for donating art and media and coins and stuff as well for the conference. So yeah, unless it comes from me, because there's no partnerships. I don't think I've ever talked to Rackham before, but I appreciate it. Is a cool poster. So I appreciate people making PulseX conference stuff and all that, and definitely appreciate the shout out and the links and all that stuff too. But not official, of course, unless it comes from me. But I do like the poster, so I appreciate that. It's pretty cool. Hopefully, I have a lot of great people there, and is this Richard, and then all the apes, people aping in. It's Richard at the conference. It'd be funny if it actually happened. Richard shows up. Hey, somebody send me a link. That'd be the tweet, right? Like, hey, somebody send me a link. Send me. Who's got a link? Who's got a link? I can imagine my DMs blowing up. And just the whole chat while the conference is happening. That's going on. So anyways, appreciate the art. If anyone wants to donate, and there's a process for that. And we'll have some more stuff. I think I got the guy who is making a lot of the previous art and made the backgrounds, made the, what do you call it? Yeah, just background images for Pulse 2055. And also the intro and stuff. I think he may be making some of the intros and all that stuff too. So pretty cool stuff though. I like it. I like people acknowledging the conference and coming up with posters and all that stuff too. Pretty fun. Pretty fun indeed. So that's happening. Marketing. Also got an SEO. I say SEO project. I have a marketing project I talked about a while back that is SEO based, which is kind of what I want to talk about a little bit today as far as the different ways to market. I think it's interesting too, if you go for like SEO versus AI. I've been watching, so I'm into AI a lot as well, and it's pretty interesting to see how everyone's like, oh, Google search is going away, SEO is dead, all that stuff. It is interesting to see how, if you want your data to be included by the AI, there are different techniques to do that, to make it more effective and all that. I think some of them are like, was I listening to one that was around make them question based, like FAQ based. Okay, what is an amazing blockchain? PulseChain.com, stuff like that, where people can it's like easier for the AI to interpret, categorize, get the models and stuff ready to present the data to users when they ask questions. So it's going to be cool to see how that changes, where SEO, getting search engine optimization. If you don't know much about it, watch a couple videos. I may do, if I end up doing a marketing project and talking about that more, I may talk more about the different techniques and stuff for that once I do more of it. But essentially a way to get people, get ranking, get visibility and stuff on search engines such as Google. Other things too. I'm sure it's Facebook advertising and all this stuff too. But to get people to basically, you're trying to, the ideal, I guess, is to provide value, right? You're supposed to, how can people find your resource and find value from it, answer some question they're asking, or get some information they're doing, and all that stuff too. And I know it's like so funny to think about this in the way of, I know, again, a lot of people still use Google search. A lot of people are still going to get ads and stuff. AI is changing that in a way, but there's this, as you see here, traditional SEO versus AI SEO. And that'd be interesting to see. Yeah, so primarily involves manual keyword search, content creation, link building, on-page optimization. So you got meta information, all that stuff too. And then you got AI-powered one, which, let's see, requires careful oversight to ensure quality content alignment with user intent. So yeah, there's just a different way of looking at it. So if you want to go down the rabbit hole and see, feel free. But there's, a lot of stuff there that I think is interesting. However, if we go to Richard's Twitter, let me get the link, the direct link. It's on I retweeted it. It's on my profile. Retweeted this morning. And I've deep dived on this, on the content itself before, which I think is super bullish. By the way, y'all like this? Manus.im. I'll drop it in here. My favorite AI to do stuff. So give it some images, tell it what to do. I literally like took a screenshot of the tweet and was like, highlight the last sentence, all that stuff too. It took a little bit of work to get it done, but pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. So also I like this. Someone made Elon giving people buy hex stickers or buy hex pieces and a Tesla van marked up with PulseChain logos. That's awesome. Pretty cool. Occupy Mars, also buy hex. So this is one that's pretty cool. So I'm curious to see how real massive marketing performs. As always, it is not I, but you, the community, that does all these nice things. I'm just glad if you decide to get it done. Pretty nice, pretty cool. And then if we go to the tweet, was it this morning he did? There's more tweets. Wow, 5 seconds ago. We're going to cover this too. All right, let's cover it real quick. It's recent. Blocking people is awesome. There's nothing more fun than blocking people that are actively denigrating something you're passionate about. It's like cutting out a cancer. It can't spread. You have all the free speech like that. You have all the free speech you like. That ain't in my front yard. It's really true. I mean, honestly, I used to not block people and would just use mute a lot and then just unmute because it is like this passive thing. But then in mute, then you can't see, people are saying stuff, you can't see it. And then, nobody has, it's like, go get a, Rich used to talk about all the time, go get a platform. If you want free speech, free speech you want, but it's not like you can't go and just start spamming other people's or saying negative stuff. Or, you are at the will of the person's thread who you're talking on. So again, it's not like censorship is, it's just very, I think there's a very rational way of looking at censorship. And it's, I think it's about letting people talk, town square, but at the same time, you can choose to curate your feed however you like. And a lot of people have resorted to doing that because, and it sucks because, you want to have conversations, but if things are just so negative or just so like, I don't want to post something. I don't want to post like, oh, hex is awesome. And then in the thread, 60-80% of it is down 99%, or whoa, worst founder ever, or fatty didn't come back. I mean, I don't know. Like some of it's funny. Like honestly, some of it's funny. Like sometimes people will post things that are negative, but they're negative, but they're funny at the same time. So there's like a difference. There's some value there, right? Like how would I determine that? Like if whether decide to remove something or mute somebody or block somebody or whatever. Is it funny? Could be valuable. Is it informational? Could be valuable. If it is negative but informational, but not too, like there's a line on these things too, and everyone gets to decide it. Go build a brand, you can decide it too. Go build a following, you can decide whether to curate your content. But yeah, it sucks. Maybe during a bull run, there'll be less the need for doing that, but just people can go talk about all they want, but they don't. That doesn't mean they can go talk about it on your platform or your feed or otherwise. So, pro tip: Elon says blocking doesn't stop people from reading, just from posting. Also, I'm sure, that changed. So, it used to do both, I think, but now just stops from posting. Which I don't know, pros and cons, I guess there. Also, I'm sure lots of you guys do nice things behind the scenes. Otherwise, great. But why would I let you AIDS up my threads? Because of that, why would I let you anti-work the work I'm doing? Yeah, it's very insightful. There's plenty of people who are out there producing great products or great things or otherwise. And he's just basically saying like, hey, you can appreciate someone and the work they do without, how did he say it? Without letting you anti-work the work I'm doing. All this stuff's subjective, but anyways, Hey, had to happen right now. It's kind of related to marketing. So I don't know if you want to be unblocked by Richard or unblocked by people who block you and all that stuff. The message here is like, be nicer, or I guess after you've seen some of the useful and nice community members disappear rather too often from extreme suckitude, it's just like some portion are going to suck and disappear for some reason anyways. So like, why must I endure the medium suck before you go full suck anyway? He's like anticipating the suck. Okay. Think of it as a very long list of people who used to be cool and definitely now aren't. The list is so very long, yet here I am, and they are not. I'll choose me and positive messaging over the mid and high suck all day long. TLDR, I'm focused on what works. The masses of crybaby page aren't part of it. You'll figure out in a month or two. Wow, breaking news. Wow. We got out of all that, I was like, this whole thread is just going to be, just kind of funny and like talking about non-productive blocking people and stuff. And then he drops this one. Boom shakalaka. We got one. We got something. We got more than just entertainment out of this thread. We got another timeline. Oh gosh. When I think of that too, I think of, is it going to be 2 more weeks? Is it going to be 2 more weeks or 2 more months now? It started off 2 more months a week or 2 ago with that one, or within 2 more months technically. Now it says, you'll figure it out in a month or 2. This is definite. This is not, maybe you'll see and within 2 months, or my best guess is within 2 months. You'll figure it out in a month or 2. You like that, Exco? You like timelines from Richard? He said before, he is really bad at timelines. And he doesn't work for us. But boy, that's pretty cool. It does seem like it's happening. Paul, embrace the suck, Max. I want less suck. Sounds like we might get less suck in a month or 2. It's pretty cool. Are you marking your calendars? Are you ready to have less suck? Are you ready for the people who do suck to suck less? Maybe they'll go from, we're going with suck right now. We're doing the suckitude scale. For people who go medium or full suck, maybe they'll revert and be a low suck or no suck. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I like it. I like it a lot. Well, that made my day. Just kicking out a month or 2. You'll figure it out in a month or 2. I mean, it is kind of like non-deterministic too, or non-specific. Figure out what? Figure out what works. I'm focused on what works. You'll figure it out in a month or 2. Read that however you like. Try not to have expectations, but boy, I think Richard knows something's going to go. It's going to go. It's going to blow. Going to blow the roof off this place. Dancing in the streets. Make marketing great again. Let's go. I like it. See, I mean, that's the whole point of that's the whole point of these things too. I never get this. I mean, okay. I say I never get this. I do get it. Things suck. People react because things suck. They're tired of waiting. They lost trust in this. They, whatever. Maybe they don't have any skin in the game anymore. Maybe they sold. Maybe they just don't care. They're just whatever. There's that. But it's one of the, it's like the mental model of like people are afraid to lose. Like most people are afraid to lose more than they want to win. So it's the like, why not buy this risky crypto for $10? Well, other than the fact that there's like the skin in the game, and now you're kind of like, I talked about this on the blog about like airdrops and how they're this like, oh, just they kind of like get you in. They're like that first wave of marketing. Oh, airdrop. Oh, cool. Now I may be interested in this thing. Oh, I got some money tied to it. Now I got to pay attention to it. They like, get that attention. Put that aside though. Put $10 in crypto. Why? Why not? Because I don't want to lose it. Because if I lose it, I'm going to feel dumb. But there's this other way of looking at it. Whereas put $10 into crypto. What if I do a 10x? What if I make $100? But a lot of people are afraid to lose the $10. They're afraid of like feeling bad about losing the $10 more than what they prioritize, what they want to feel from the gain of the $100 if that were to happen. So I think that's just what keeps a lot of people from investing in anything really, or doing anything. Like they're afraid to fail in some way. They're afraid to fail more than they want to succeed in that particular vertical, whatever it is. So I'm excited. Pretty cool. I'm glad I was able to read that. And I think it's going to be a pretty cool summer. I think, again, we could say this all day long. Is it time? Is it finally time? Is it time? Have we waited long enough? Is it time? Is this the bottom? Is there another bottom? Are there 7 bottoms? Are there 2 double? Could have sold on the bottom. Maybe we'll figure it out in a month or 2. Maybe we will. Could be pretty good. I like it. In the meantime, though, so we hit SEO, AI stuff, conferences. Briefly touched on that. Conferences, meetups, in-person events. I'm actually going to, speaking of conference, not just hosting conferences. You can go to conferences and onboard people. So I'm going to go to the RadFest. It's what Aubrey talked about in Vegas. So RadFest. Yeah. So you had it. Yeah. So I had a $200 off coupon here. So I'll drop this in the chat. So I'm going to be in Vegas in a couple weeks. And I'm going to bring my RHMax.tv business card, which, let's see, got one right here. There we go. You'll see this. Yep. Big, beautiful card here. It says money printer go burr. I like it. And I'm going to talk to people like crypto. A lot of crypto people like longevity. I wonder if longevity people like crypto. It seems that all the people out there that like things that are either risky investments or low percentage chance of working, which I think the general public think anti-aging stuff has a little chance of working, but I don't know. If you have an engineering type mindset, it's just seems like it makes a lot of sense in a way. And I don't know, what's another word? It's like not even like risky or low percentage chance of working. It's like radical. I don't know what is the word for this category of stuff. Crypto, longevity, going to Mars. Like, I don't know, what is the word for this? I'm sure people before ChatGPT, I'm sure people were like, we'll never have AI to do this stuff for us. There's like some group of people who were like, thinking AI wouldn't be that good. And now it's like incredible. And we've only been doing it for 2 or 3 years now, as far as that goes. So anyways, I'll be there, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm wearing some PulseChain stuff or Hex stuff, may start a conversation or 2 with people, because they're going to say, oh, how's it going? What are you into? Okay. All this stuff. So you can go to conferences and do marketing, all that stuff too. So I guess there's 2 different, there's one, what can you do? What are the different things? I've told you some things I've been thinking about and I may do. Of course, in-person stuff, online things. We talked about SEO, onboarding content. Again, I don't think, and everyone's like, oh, I guess the 10,000th how to stake Hex video. That stuff, the more content you have, again, is there a priority based on other things you'd be working on, all that stuff too? Sure. But the more people and the more up-to-date and recent content, like every year, hopefully, like our community is producing more and more onboarding material that is up to date. So because when people see, oh, a video a year or 2 ago, or they see a video that's a few weeks old, like they may be more likely to go do that. I don't know if the algo prioritizes newer content versus like how much versus something that had a lot of views before as well. Different pieces on that, but having a ton of different onboarding videos, onboarding content, guides, places for people to get direct answers. Again, they search the AI. Let's do it right now. Let's do it live. We're going to do it live. Let's do it live. How can I buy PulseChain? See what it says. Hi, chat, by the way. I have a lot of time to talk to you today, but appreciate you. So searching the web, how can I buy PulseChain? Apparently in this model, it doesn't have a lot of data yet, at least in, this is 03. So this is going to do like extensive thinking and research and all that stuff. I saw it mention 0x Coast, Ramp Network, probably a Google there. They probably have some good SEO stuff or otherwise ways to funnel people to get to help the AI come to these conclusions, right? You want to give it the information. I'm asking a question. The question is, how can I buy PulseChain? And it's going to see what sources can give me the best answer, the best list of answers for how to buy PulseChain. So, one, get a PulseChain compatible wallet. All right. MetaMask, Ravi, Internet Money. A PulseChain there. Cool. It's actually pretty good answers. Keep a hardware wallet. Okay. Small centralized exchanges, fast as if you already use CXs. Actually, pretty good answers here. It's got Bitcoin tree, Conga. I guess I don't even look at the centralized stuff these days. List rolling out summer 2025. Is there? I'm not sure if that's correct or find something there. Oh, maybe it was just talking about how we used to be on MEXC, I guess. And then even walks you through the flow process for that. And then gives you option here, direct fiat on ramps. So Coast, Ramp Network. So it's got these two that it found. And gives you why you should do it. And then bridges. So bridge.pulsechain.com. Then you can swap. So connect your wallet with Ethereum, send your token. Cool. This is like actually good. I actually hadn't thought about people asking AI for onboarding help. But like, how does it know all this stuff, right? Because there's so much content out there about how to do it. So if we keep creating content and it keeps getting picked up by AI, picked up by the search engines, all that stuff, then it can give them, do you think people are going to use AI more or less in the future? You think they're going to be using it for answers more or less? Has anyone even tried to be like, how to buy PulseChain? You know what? I'm about to tweet that too. Have you asked ChatGPT how to buy PulseChain? Like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So lots of good answers here, but it's got to get the content from somewhere. Help it hallucinate less by providing it good quality answers. So let's see. How can I buy Hex? I bet it's got a ton of information on that too. So while it's doing that, I wonder what, again, this huge marketing campaign, marketing in mass and stuff Richard talked about as well. I wonder what it's going to be. Is it going to be influencers? Like an army. an army of new Hex and PulseChain influencers who have been monetarily incentivized, who've been paid to talk about Hex and PulseChain from the community. I don't know. How do you all feel about that? How do you feel about if there was a marketing group? Let's say there is, some group that Richard's talking about, or some other group. What if you just saw a tweet that's like, we have a $2 million fund to pay influencers to promote Hex and PulseChain? How would you all feel about that? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, because this place is so grassroots. I'm kind of like, I enjoy not being paid. Of course, I enjoy not being paid, as far as like, I think I'm different than a lot of people too. Like, no monetization, control over all the content and work and do all this stuff, and I like that. And I like seeing people come up from the community who are not paid, who are doing it too. But boy, it's hard to argue against the case that we could reach a lot of eyeballs if there was some organization paying people to get eyeballs on our chain. And that would, you could even argue that could create even more and I don't know, how does it even work? How do you think it would work? Like, do you think paying them to do a video or two, and then they seeing the support and all the engagement from Hexkins and Pulsekins and stuff would make them create more videos where they're not getting paid, but they're getting, because they have a bag then, and they want the bag to grow, well, assuming they get a bag at that point. And then they start doing it for free, for free as in nobody's paying them anymore. It's a one-time thing. Their bags keep going up. We're in massive bull run. They're making tons of money. They're making tons of content. They're getting the community. Yeah, there you go. Snowball effect. So kind of want to think it. So yeah, part of me, like, my first instinct is like, oh, I like grassroots. But at the same time, if somebody did that, if there's some group that were paying influencers to do it, I can't help but think that it could have a positive effect as far as marketing stuff goes. So I wonder if that's something they'll focus on, or something that will happen too. Again, there's so much content we can create ourselves, but hey, that could be a marketing push. What else? How else can you market things? We got plenty of merch. We got a lot of great. You got Pulsekin store. We got a lot of great Hex merch. A ton of great swag. And if you just search online for anywhere. You search for Hex swag, you can see stuff. Okay, going back to Hex. So those are conversation starters and stuff as well. Set up a compatible wallet. Cool. And it shows both here too, for EX and PX. Buy Central Exchange, MXC, Bitcoin DXT, on-chain, so Uniswap, PulseX. Yeah, a lot of good information here. Change now. Pretty cool. So if the SEO is picking up a lot of great articles to get people steps and stuff to buy it, and the AI is also picking up on a lot of content, either through the web or through the model data and stuff too, on how to do it. Pretty good. I like it. So what else? Just want to go back to this thread real quick too. Do you tweet anything else? You'll figure out in a month or two. Oof. Lest you want to return to comments disabled land, I expect some positivity, encouragement, utility. Winners win, useful, and good posting. Really ain't that hard, man. I love it. That's awesome. That is awesome. Any questions here? Wrapping up in just a second. Winners win. Start winning. Let's do it. You guys want to do it? You want to win? I want to win. All right. Wrapping up, what do I think that we could see from the marketing, community marketing, apparently, that may happen in the next month or two? I don't know. I feel like exchange listing. We talked about that before. Could be big exchange listing. Could be, I tweeted they should Richard Hart start a media company. What if there's a Hex TV? What if there's a PulseChain, some sort of like media channel people could tune into? Could be something to do with influencers. Could be more postcards. Again, shout out to everyone doing postcards. It could be just some really on the ground, multifaceted marketing campaign that creates green candles and, as Richard said, begets more green candles. Could be a lot of different stuff. So you want to complain or you want to help? Complain or help? Complain or be a winner? Complain constructively and help educate people on better ways of doing things and help us grow. Let's go win. Let's do it. We're going to do rockets up. I like rockets up. Let's do rockets up. All right. That's all we got for you today. Scivive and 5555. We are out.